welcome to the Astro Imaging Journey channel. Please enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome back to my Astro Imaging Journey channel. And now we're going to be combining LRG or the luminance with our color images. Everything's been stretched, ready to go. So we're going to get everything combined here and then do some final tweaks and see if we can come up with a couple final images. So we're going to start with the Hubble, and what we need is the LRGB combine or combination. And so let's reset that to default. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to uncheck RGB. We're going to select that luminance that we were working on, which is our clone. That's this one here that was fully processed and ready to go. Now leave our weights even, and let's do a little CNR. And then we're just going to apply it to our Hubble. Let's see what we get out of this. All right. That is definitely interesting. So if we go back, that's what we started with the color. And we applied the luminance. All right. We'll work with that. Now let's see what happens when we do it to the natural. All right. That is done. Zoom in here. Don't like what it did to those stars. And that's probably because I did not do a star reduction on the color. Might have to come back and look at that again. But for now, I'm going to leave it. Let's go ahead and create our process icon. And let's do a little histogram equalization. So LHE, local histogram equalization. We'll start with the Hubble. Not liking it too much. I'll move this over so I can see the little circle if it's moving. Not really seeing a difference. Those settings. Go to 1.5, 2.5. Yeah, just not seeing a big difference. That we will not be using that one. And how's our noise looking? It's looking pretty good, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Let's move on to curves. Yeah, let's use a curves. And we don't need to do too much with luminance. Except to maybe bring it out just a touch more. And what about red? Yeah, that's just we don't want to make it purplish. So we'll set that. And blue, where are we at with blue? And maybe a little bit. And what are we at here? Let's pull this down. Let's pull this up. And just add, not a ton, just a little bit. All right. Saturation, where are we at? Add some stuff in here. And we'll reset that. And we'll leave it right in there. And we'll up this one. Let's give us, if we bring it down a little bit here, up a little bit there. Yeah, not sure if I like that, so I'm going to undo it. I think we'll call that good for now. So now we come over here to Hubble and we kind of do the same thing. Reset it. Check out the luminance. Let's do the red. Just a little bit. Let's do the green. Yeah, we'll leave green where it was at. Let's do the blue. Reset. All right. And let's do saturation. Like really. And we'll do it right about there. Pull this down. All right. Probably pushed it a little bit much, but we'll leave it there for now. And we'll just give it a touch. right, that works. So let's reset this. Put back on luminance. And we'll rename this to curves. And what do we have? Not too bad. So now if I come over here, let's take a look at what this looked like on my DSLR. M51. Final, let's look at that one. All right, well, this is what I got out of the DSLR. This is what I'm calling the Hubble palette, and this is the more natural palette. I definitely got a lot more detail, especially in these outer bands with the new equipment. And yeah, I think with some more time on the target, which won't happen this year, that'll have to be next winter, spring. Definitely bring more detail out and increase that SNR. So yeah, I definitely like it. This makes for an interesting little pop of color. I like this one, the lower right, better. But you guys tell me what you think. Which one do you like better? You like the one on the left, which is my original DSLR image, what I did with the Hubble palette in the upper right, or the more natural palette in the lower right? Let me know what you think down in the comments. There's one other thing I want to do, but before I go that far, we're going to do save as. We're going to come back over here. I'll save that as a XSIF. And we're going to do the same here. Except we'll call this one Hubble. Now the last thing I want to do is I'm going to get rid of the Hubble. Wow, no. I am going to save that as a JPEG. Then we'll get rid of you. And we'll bring this guy up. The last thing I want to do after I save this as a JPEG as well is I want to annotate this. So bear with me for a second. All right, so what we're going to want to do is come up here to Script and Image Analysis, then Image Solver. And let's see, this is M51. And we will do focal length is 1960. Pixel scale was 3.8. Target acquisition date. When was that? Originals. We'll do March 1st, 2020. And let's see, automate catalog. Yeah, we'll leave those are the same. Click OK. And this is the first time I've ever used this, so hopefully this will work. Unable to find. Okay. Well, I have to try something a little bit different here. Oh, it dithered. So that would be 3920. Let's try that. All right, that worked. So if we go back into here, image solver. So my focal distance under normal circumstances would be 1960. However, since I dithered this at a 2x rate, I had to double that focal distance to 3920. It was able to plate solve just fine. So now we come up here to script and render, annotate image. Now we're gonna do, let's do grid. I don't need the constellation lines. Maybe name stars, we'll see. Planets, no. Asteroids, no. Let's see, show markers, show labels, that's fine. Annotate image. Three, one. Let's do a preview. Letters are a little. Labels are kind of small, and it didn't do that one, so let's close that. Custom color, font. Let's put this up to a 24. And let's preview that. Okay. Let's bump that up to a 24. Bump this up to a 24. let's preview that. Yeah, that gives us a little bit bigger names. And let's see. Markers, give me a 2. Let's bump this up to a 36. Bump this up to a 36. Width of 2. And let's preview that. Yeah, kind of like that a little bit. And let's see. All right, so I know there's this little guy right down in here. I want him labeled. So we will pull up Stellarium. All right, now that we're in Stellarium, let's do an F3 M51. Let's go ahead and get that going. Let's pop in there. Who's that little guy? IC4277. Thought the ICs were in there. So let's get out of Stellarium. Yeah, it is in there. Let's add that one. And let's add I think that one's already in there. Yep, that one's already in there. All right, that's good. Yeah, we'll leave that. Let's preview that. Yeah, it's just not catching it. Oh well. Didn't catch that one either. Interesting. Wonder why. Let's see. Let's get this up to a 36 to match everybody else. Let's do a 2. And now let's preview it again. And that really shouldn't matter, but all right. I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to change something up here. I'm going to image solver. We already had that. $39.20. Search. 51. Yeah. All right, we'll leave that there. Automatic catalog. Do that one. Noise reduction, show stars, okay. All right, let's try that. Okay, did not like that. What did I forget to change? Pixels, active window, 3.1 to the automatic catalog. All right, automatic catalog it is. Now we'll go back into render, annotate. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So now we'll just do 36, 36, 36, 36. And let's preview. Okay, so the white ones are, it's not Barnard. Yeah, that was Barnard. So let's do a 10 on that. And 10 on that. Grid, we'll do a 12. And let's preview. And it gives a little bit more. All right, I think I'm gonna like that. So let's go ahead and do an OK. Yep, I like that. So we'll just go ahead and do a file save as XISF. This was the natural. Yep. All right, now let me save it as JPEG. And we'll get into why here in a second. All right. So we'll call that good for now. Let me get into Lightroom, or excuse me, Photoshop. All right, so we are in Photoshop. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to go over here to my working directory, final, and I want the annotated JPEG. brought that on here. And I'm just going to expand that out. And then I'm going to take the bubble. We'll pop that right over here. And I'm going to just make a little where do I put it over here? Now I just need a square, actually. Bear with me for a minute here. I gotta think about how to do something. All right, so all I did was just create a little, put the Hubble palette down here in the corner, and with a nice little box around it. And then over here, I'm gonna put a little text blurb. Okay. Don't like what I'm seeing there, but that's okay. We'll figure this out. .10. There we go. And 51. GC 5194. All right, so now we'll move this into the corner. Yeah, I kind of like that. So let me save this. Save as large file, map none. Yeah, okay. Let me get out of that, or let me just pop this over here. That kind of works. I'll have to go back and revisit how I did the stars, but for the first real attempt at using my data for LRGB processing, I like it. A little bit of a learning curve, a lot of bit of learning curve left, but I like it. I like it. So with that, I'm going to say that concludes getting my workflow and doing some learning on the LRGB process going. Like I said, still a lot to learn, still a lot to go. If you have any advice, let me know in the comments below, and I hope to see you in whatever my next video is going to be. With that, hope you liked it. Please stick around for the outro. Please stay safe out there. Do your part to curb what's going on in the world today. And I want to say thanks again. Clear skies, and have a good one.
Thank you for watching yet another video from the Astroimaging Journey channel. Really appreciate your viewership. In our upper right, we have the latest video we've uploaded. In our lower right, we have what YouTube might think you would enjoy. And in the lower left, is our subscription button. Please like this video, subscribe if you so choose. As always, clear skies, have a good one, and remember Duke.